I am full of Helldiver references this week, baby, because we had some word. Now follow me here. We had some word from some people who used to work on the Halo franchise this week on the timeline. With the whole boom of Helldivers over this past week, we got some information revealed that there were several people at, again, I don't know if it was Bungie or it was 343 at the time. I'm pretty sure it was, I'm thinking it would have been 343. So it was probably like Halo 4, 5, 6 years, 4 or 5 infinite years. They said they pitched like 20 to 30 game ideas. I believe it was Kevin Schmidt, who was a senior designer. He used to be a lead designer for 343. And apparently they pitched like 30 game ideas over a long, like 12 years that he worked at 343 and worked in the Halo universe. He said there were so many single player, multiplayer, like ODST style games and going back into the ODST style thing. And there was one of them that pretty much played almost exactly like Helldivers. So there was so much uproar about this over the past week of like, damn, we really could have had a Halo Helldivers style game and a bunch of stuff like that really kind of expanded what Halo looked like in terms of the universe. So when your reaction to us missing out on that?
I'm not a big Halo guy.
I know you're a Halo hater.
I'm not a Halo hater.
You're a Halo hater. You're a Halo hater. You're a Halo hater in your heart, and you know that.
I think it's an important franchise. I think the people who enjoy it, shout outs to y'all. It's a really cool franchise. Has not aged well, but it is what it is. I'd be mad as shit if I found out Helldivers is going crazy. And I'm like, bro, I told you about this shit. Bro. We could have had this. And y'all was like, no, it's tough. It is tough, bro. But I actually like seeing this kind of like, it may rock the boat a little bit, being like, yo, I told these motherfuckers this and they didn't want it. Because it may make you seem like a little bit difficult to work with or whatever. But I do think it's important that like, people air out like, yo, I pitched this to these people. They said no. And having everybody respond like, yo, you're telling me, like it just makes, it's just so stupid, man. Yeah. Like a lot of the people would just say no to shit. And look, like you could have had Helldivers on Game Pass right now. We could have been on this already. But y'all are like, nah, we don't want that. But I also let's, to be fair, I don't think they would have been able to recreate what Helldivers is. Actually, you can't even say for certain. We don't know. We don't know if this would have been literally Helldivers on Xbox, right? What we do know though is that y'all really be fumbling. I feel like sometimes people. I feel like, and I also think I want to give a little bit of grace to the receiving side of these people who, the people who made the rejections. Sometimes when you are looking at all the things in front of you, it is hard for me to say yes to something, right? Like, if you tell me, if I'm over here working on like, I have the big grand scheme of things, I have the big plan in front of me, and somebody says, hey, I want to add this to that plan. As somebody who made the plan, you're probably not really excited to hear it. No matter what, you're like, man, I don't know if I want to divert what we're doing over here to do this over here, maybe later. Yeah. But that's how you miss out on shit, It sucks. But I do like hearing the games that got rejected because I think the people who you pitched it to may say no, but there may be somebody out there who's like, wait a minute, let's go grab that guy. Let's go see if we could get it, or let's go buy his idea off of him. Can we get the rights to that so that I could go develop it with my team over here? I think we should be a little bit more transparent about what goes on in those kind of meetings because it doesn't matter. Somebody I could be like, yo, I want to make a game where you put the toilet seat down. That's the whole game. And a lot of people be like, thanks for tweeting that out. Nobody wants that. And like, it dies. But somebody might be like, yo, over us at Flush Inc. would love to put the toilet seat down game. So let's make it happen.
Niggas think it's a game, but Skibidi Toilet is literally one of the most popular things on earth, and I don't know why. But you see what I'm saying? Like it can hit another day. Honestly, it could hit another day. But yeah, as a Halo fan, I was hurt reading this. I was very much distraught. I was like, bro, we really could have, because again, I've said this before, ODST, I originally hated ODST, Halo 3 ODST, but it grew on me because that was, again, one of the only games I had at a certain point in time. Like, that was a consistent one.
But it had to grow on you.
Yes, it had to grow on me, but I actually did like it for what it was. After time, I was like, damn, I really disrespected you when, like, I appreciate your presence. And it could be so easy to, like, put a Helldivers-like experience because they're literally shock drop troopers. They're shock troopers. They literally drop out of the sky and make stuff happen. So how, and it was again like 4-player. It was like a co-op. They had like the Mickey and all the other people like that. Like it just made sense to have that a whole again invasion style Helldivers game with the flood. That would have been an easy sell. Easy sell. Not even the Covenant, just a flood. You know what I mean? Like there's so many ways and avenues that Halo can expand to, and it kind of sucks that nobody took that direction to really, you know, maybe push a little bit further and push in another direction and go a different way. But honestly, I agree. Having these ideas out in the open and kind of expressing them at least helps us show it. For me, it gives me a little bit of calm and validation to know, hey, we got the right creative people in the right space, at least pitching these ideas. You know what I'm saying? Now at the executive level and the higher levels, accepting those decisions and making those decisions happen or those ideas happen, that's another question for another day. But I'm just happy that the industry is full of such creative, bright people that are pitching these ideas constantly like, yo, this could work. This could really be a thing, because they're echoing the sentiment of so many fans out there. They're the that connection, whether we know it or not, to getting these ideas being brought to life. That gives me a little bit of solace knowing that, you know, it didn't happen, but there's so many people that are pulling for the same things we're pulling for. There's people who are just fans of these IPs that we're playing, and they're fans of games in general that want to see these experiences made, and they echo what we want. They echo what we're wanting to see, and that gives me a little bit of peace knowing that, you know, there are those people that were there at 343. There are those people that are like they're scattered all across the industry, and you know, games like that, you know, those experiences will come one form or another. You know what I'm saying? And this is funny because eventually, you know, if you're not gonna do it, it'll come out in some form or another. If you have a good idea and you don't act on it, eventually somebody else will have it. They're not necessarily stealing your idea, but somebody else would just think of it. Again, for years, Assassin's Creed, I'm gonna bring it up every time. Assassin's Creed's like, yo, everybody, yo, just go to Japan, go to Japan, go to Japan, go to Japan. Ghost of Tsushima comes out. Nah, it's cool. You don't gotta go to Japan no more. We got that covered. It's fine. You got back up. You're good. We don't need you anymore. It can happen just like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad that we have those champions in those spaces to kind of echo what a lot of us would really want. So that was cool to see. That was a cool story.